Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Another episode of JAYSTRAYS. This will be episode 84. We are out in the middle of the desert. You can see some sort of major dirt event over there. But yeah, we've come to a place called the Fish Lake Valley Hot Well. Now this is the overflow from above, and we'll get it from another vantage point. You can see how nice this is. Water's just flowing. So there's actually a hot spring up above, and we're gonna go jump in the hot spring here in just a minute. So thanks for joining me. JAYSTRAYS, episode 84. Oasis in the desert. We happen to have some lovely graffiti on this giant tank, and I don't know what they're doing with this. I see hoses, and it's below the hot spring. You can see the traditional trajectory of the waters this way. So I'm not quite sure what this tank. Oh, it's got a little, somebody made a camera. So welcome to Oz, aka Fish Lake Valley Hot Well. The way that this thing works is there's 3 pools here. So this is like the lower pool. Then there's a second pool up there that is obviously warmer. Then right up at the top there you can see some cinder blocks, and that is the hot spring tub itself. It actually dates back to 1880-ish, where they were drilling or mining for something, and they were drilling, and then they were able to create the spring because the hot water started coming up. Look at that little dude just jamming across the water. Oh look, there's a little hole in between, so he can go in between. Pretty majestic. Pretty majestic. You can camp here for free. Hot spring for free. And check out the tub. You got Boundary Peak in the distance. It's the highest peak in Nevada. It's right over there. JAYSTRAYS, episode 84. Fish Lake Valley Hot Well. As you can see, there's many different fire rings. So you can just come here, camp. Look, they still got wood left over there. Here's another vantage point of the 2 pools. So this is the lower pool. got the upper pool, and you can walk between them too. And there's actually water right there coming out. Not potable water. Do not drink. Do not use for drinking, washing, or cooking. Then what would you use it for? Alright, you got all the green head. You got the mallards over there. Well, technically there's a third pool, so this is like the small little overflow. That's the small overflow. Oh man, here's the hot spring tub itself. Excellent. Let's hit this water. Spot to get in right there. See, if you want to get in this one that's cooler. See, it's pretty deep on this end. They got a little depth pole there. Yeah, and so they created a way for the water to get from one side to the other. You gotta walk across on this little plank. That's pretty cool. It's pretty tranquil out here. So yeah, it's its own little habitats, its own little ecosystems. So it's got 3 of them, and it's cool because the ducks can just kind of cruise between each one. They can just cruise between each one. Awesome. JAYSTRAYS. I've only got basically a small window of time before the weather decides to deviate. And the wind is actually keeping the bugs at bay, because the bugs were really bad yesterday as well. So let's go ahead and get in, see what the water is. JAYSTRAYS. All right, let's do this. The ducks can't be wrong, can they? All right. Nice little ladder. Oh, the water feels great. Ground is a little slippery. That's to be expected. Water feels amazing. I can feel it coming in on my foot. That's the source. The source has got to be like right here. Obviously it's gravity fed. You got Boundary Peak in the background. Glad he gets us there. JAYSTRAYS. Bliss, my friends. Bliss. Alright guys, well, we're going to go ahead and conclude this episode with a little bit of a celebration, Sierra Nevada celebration that is, as we leave winter and go into spring. We want to say you bon voyage, and summer is not too far away. Probably about another 6-7 weeks it'll be summer, so we're out here clashing with the weather. You know, it is just the end of spring break as well, so but all the new subscribers, I just want to say thanks very much for joining me and liking and subscribing and watching the videos. So you guys get a chance, this is Fish Lake Valley Hot Well. It's in the middle of Nevada, so what other place would you want to go free camping, free hot springs, and right now blue skies with a little wind. But hey, we'll catch you in the next one. Episode 84 closing out of JAYSTRAYS. Take care.